Hello and welcome to the first episode of the SmokeHoes Garage. This is one of many episodes we'll be doing every 4 weeks. Today is the start of the Mark IV Golf, the anniversary in red. We will be doing different cars for different projects. So if we're building a car, we'll have a goal in mind of taking it somewhere to do, maybe if it's to beat a time around a certain track, or to buy an absolute dog and just drive it to Africa or something and then just leave it there. We wouldn't leave it there. Environmental problems that would cause, but we'd probably bring it back, maybe not. Also, we have a small special collective team members. We have James, who's my older brother.
How's it going? Yeah.
Simon, who's my older brother again. You'll notice Simon because he looks like me, but has a much larger head. James has a slightly smaller head. Our heads are where you can tell the age difference. It's like the ring in trees. When you see the rings, Simon's right on he's the outside, bigger, James is between us. We have Luke, who is a handyman really, he's the drone pilot, helps with the filming. You'll see him pretending to like hacksaw stuff off or grind wings or do stuff. If you really look close, he's doing nothing. Simon pretends he's doing stuff, he doesn't really. James plays guitar in a wig. We've got Special Greg as well, who honestly doesn't have a clue what he's doing half the time anyway.
You want help? You guys want help with it? Yeah? No, just no worries at all, guys. Anytime. Is there anything else you want me to do? Is there any fire extinguisher here?
He's really good at hard stuff, but rubbish at the easy stuff. Like, if it was the day of his sister's wedding, he would completely forget. So yeah, I've not really put much confidence into the group itself, but we're positive.
This is what I do for SmokeHoes, bro.
I feel like I'm posing for a school photograph.
And we've put in a big purse of cash to try and make this something you might enjoy. You might not enjoy it. Yeah, you probably won't enjoy it. But I hope you do enjoy it, and welcome to episode 1.
Hi guys, I'm Simon. Behind me we have the Mark IV Golf anniversary that we're going to be building over the next few months here at the SmokeHoes Garage, ready for a trip to Nurburgring next year. We've obviously got the Golf on the spit, turned it up on its side after we had done the notches for the drive shafts and the steering column. Also at the top here, usually we flatten these off with a sledgehammer, but what we've actually done this time is we've cut this back and then re-welded that seam. Towards the back of the car then, we had a few areas of rust repair. We had 2 plates here, and then had to re-drill the bung holes. Once we took the side skirts off, we had a really bad rust repair on this sill to do, so that's been done. Virtually the same job has been done on the other side. And now we're carrying on. We've taken all the under seal off the entire car. This is about 6 hours work so far. So we've probably got about another 10 to 15 hours work getting this right back to bare metal.
Work for Restore 44, restoring underside of cars. Don't get too involved in overall doing every single part of it, just mainly the underside of the car. Taking something that's battered or dirty or had hard life, or just generally life, really, I suppose, in a car, and then just getting it back to its former glory, if not trying to make it a bit better, if possible. It's a good choice of car, definitely. The anniversary, I done one years ago, not to this level, but when I finished it, it was at a really, really good level. We could take it to a show. It's well known, still well known now, even a few years after, regarded as one of the best Mark IV anniversaries that was built. So it'd be nice to take this one above that and see if we can make this one the best anniversary that's ever built. Simon has done massive amounts of work, phenomenal. As a person by my side, he's phenomenal. But he is paying the bills. So I have to say this. I'm joking. Open to make it, like I said, the best Annie, if not the best. Make it the best Annie, if not Mark IV, that's been built today. And just generally, I mean, we're not aiming for that as such, just to make it the best. We're just aiming to make how we, per se, to make a Mark IV look, go, everything else, and how it should be. Obviously, the money and the parts will come into it. You've got to produce the best. You have to spend a lot of money, but I think the work that's going in, the people, the time, and everything that's going into it, it should all relate to be a good quality car by the end of it.
So obviously the motor's out, and the gearbox, that's now been sent off to our engine builder. That's having basically, the bottom end of that motor was forged already, but it's been sat for 5 years, so we're having that entirely stripped down again and rebuilt back up. Also the heads being polished, ported, etc., and rebuilt, and obviously powder coated, etc., in the colours that we're going to be having. We've obviously got a whole load of parts to fit. So we've got a Garrett 25 turbo there that's being fitted. Let's get it out for you. One of the things that's a bit of a funny story about this place is, because I already had a Mark IV anniversary, I have 2 of everything, it seems. So, as you can see, I've got 2 turbos. I don't know why I have 2 turbos. This is the one we're fitting, which is substantially smaller than that one. We've got a bigger one here, which we're not using. So if anybody needs a turbo, I think it's a 35. I don't know what that means, but I know that it's bigger. Yeah, this is a 25, that's a 35.
Wills has always been the golf guy. Wills was like, buy a Golf. So I bought a Golf. I never drove it anywhere. And then I ended up spending like loads of money having the engine you see over here built for it. Simon swapped it all with me for a quad bike, of all things. And I was like, okay, fair enough. He had the Golf, I had the quad. I used the quad twice. And then turns out it had outstanding finance on it, which Simon apparently knew nothing about. And then, yeah, it was all that's what happens when you get involved with Simon's deals. Like, they're just dodgy, and it just went a bit south. Simon definitely did the best out of that, to be fair. But in all fairness, I did have a Mazda RX-7 off him, which I bought off him for 3 grand, which he'd spent about 50 on. And then the paint job that was done on it was really rubbish. And Simon did turbo si and then got that money back, the 3 grand I'd given him, which is what he'd spent to have it painted. Very confusing, I know. But I ended up having that car finished, done, the Mazda RX-7, and I actually paid nothing for it, which was great.
The kit that we're fitting to This Golf was supplied by Gravity Performance, so we've got intercooler and all the pipe work, down pipes, etc. We got an ACT clutch and flywheel to go on it. There's a Marietta parts here that I've got that'll go into that build. Got a screamer pipe, etc., stuff like that. Other things we've done, obviously the interior's out. We're fitting 2 pole positions in this, and we're retrimming it in a cloth, which I'll show you rather than talk about, which is going to be really nice. Looking forward to seeing how that turns out. We've obviously got a cage to come out of the original donor anniversary. This is also an anniversary, used to be a black anniversary. Didn't really go OEM with this, so I've decided to stop on this build and focus on this original car, which was in unbelievably good condition when we got it. So this will look OEM except for wheels and stance. Once it's done and you really get underneath its skirt, you'll see how good this car really is. So there's 2 goals with this car. Next year, I think it's April or March time, there's Fitted UK. I'd love more than anything for it to win something at that show. It's definitely going to be good enough to win some sort of prize. But then once that's out of the way, the most important goal is to see whether we can actually get under 8 minutes bridge to gantry at the Nurburgring. Tune back in next time to see whether this car actually does get any further with this car, because basically where that car is sat now is probably where that's going to be next time you tune in.
Yeah, that's a great.
Which is interesting. What I did with that car is I took it apart completely. I took everything off it with no understanding at all about anything to do with Golf GTIs. So I'm hoping that by the time this is actually finished and I've smashed a shitload of money in it, I actually do like it.
Capital.